When we are done hanging Obasanjo by Bola Olalere, welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post our juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. Over what happened to our traditional rulers on Friday, 15 September 2023 at the commissioning of Ise, campus of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology is not the worst thing to happen to a traditional institution in Nigeria, and it's not going to be the last worst thing that will happen to them. But because Nigerians are so emotional and our approach to solving problems is always awkward, which defines the true state of a nation, or how could you explain the very poor country like Togo having regular supply of electricity, and as rich as we all are, all the amount of electricity we could generate in more than 60 years of our independence is less than 6,000 megawatt? Is it not funny that we are among the largest producers of crude oil in the world, yet to get a refined product to run our machineries, we need to change our dollar. We need to change our naira to dollar and buy back from the people who sell our crude oil too, and it's not illegal to refine crude in Nigeria. The Nigerian traditional institution collapsed when the British took the authority from the original custodian of authority and gives it to anybody who can learn their ways of life and rule us according to their colonial laws, which they made supreme over us. The British, after the conquest, knows that to keep any conquered territory, they must disconnect the people from their God, bless their God, answer their prayers, and give back their land to them. And because they also know that our traditional institution is a link between us and our God, they make sure that the institution which has our culture, tradition, religion, and science is the least in the tiers of the new government they handed us. The elites who took over from the British colonialists under these extended colonial rules, which we call independence, also knowing the potency of our traditional institution, make sure that the institution remains under check for possible awakening. They placed them at the bottom of the local government authority. We pretended as if we did not know that the staff of office in their hands and even their crowns are no longer traditional but instruments given to them by the state and statutory. They must be responsible, answerable, and paying homage to the state, the custodian of the authority. They are no longer the representative of God or Alasi Ekeji Urisa, who cannot be questioned, Kabiyesi. They now assign queries from every ordinary local government chairman. Have you forgotten in the recent history when the Kogi state government asked the paramount traditional ruler Ohunoyi of Ebira land, Dr. Ado Ibrahim, to write a letter stating why disciplinary action should not be taken against him for failing to receive the governor and the president visiting his kingdom? I've read about several articles and posts where some people are saying that what happened in Isai cannot happen in their domain. That is not true. It can happen anywhere, and of course, it has happened everywhere before. From the Alafia of Oyo to the Oni of Ife, to the Sultan of Sokoto, the Alake of Egbaland, and the Emir of Kano, they have all received their share of humiliation as enshrined in our constitution. So what Baba Obasanjo did in Ise was simply upholding the Nigerian constitution, but we will still hang him. When we are done hanging him, don't we need to ask ourselves this fundamental question: will that stop further humiliation of our traditional stools? The British have done very well for themselves. The traditional rulers do not answer to the Prime Minister or British Parliament. They are answerable to their gods, but deliberately they made us answerable to the authority of men. As an advocate for the restoration of African values and culture in a direct recipient of what happened in Ise, because I was there and the traditional ruler of my hometown, the Onjo of Okeho, was also there, I think it's high time we change our laws towards our traditional institution. If we are truly angry, let us use the energy and the venom we are causing to castigate Obasanjo to call for a change in our constitution and make our traditional institution truly traditional. When they become truly traditional, what Obasanjo did will become a sacrilege and he will not be able to make it home safely that night. Well, I love this narrative. Sincerely, I really, really love this narrative. When the constitution is still valid, the traditional institution must give honor to whom honor is due. To me, that is just that. What did I want to make this man do? Like I said, this man have earned his flowers. OBJ at any time, any day, has earned his flowers, and You're not supposed to take long. No matter how you frame of phrases, your fathers are still next to the Almighty God and custodian of the land. It is Western civilization or education that you have received that is making you place constitution over tradition of the land. Spiritually, nobody does what Baba Obasanjo has done and he will go scot-free. He must fully face the consequences. Obasanjo has desecrated the authority of the land, thus the only remedy to it is to tender apology publicly again to cleanse himself of the wrath that will come on his head. Otherwise, he will dance to the music of the spirits. Nobody will be there to save him, and not even his education, expectation, no. His position in the society could save him. Yoruba's elders always say, Aki mama ise. Aki mami say irue. The governor remains supreme over the Obas and the governor should be respected. Therefore, OBJ is right. Okay. When you hang him, we will see who will bail you out when you enter national problems with your disrespect to political leaders. Is you that did not understand the write-up, not the writer. The writer was in support of what OBJ did, but only expecting where it started from and profiling solution to change it by amending the constitution. There is more to it than what we see. In fairness to OBJ, the local government chairman, governor, and the president are superior to any Oba. All of us are appointees of a governor. Traditional did not pick any Oba any longer, but the governor, if not, let the Oyo of Alaafin people appoint a new Alaafin without the approval of a governor. All the Obas prostrate for the governor before the appointment. If any Oba pay a visit to the president or governor, they must be cited before the arrival of a president or governor, and the moment they arrive, they will all stand up as a mark of respect for the authority. So that's it. The governor is answerable to the constitution, while the Obas are directly answerable to the authority of their respective governors. Hence, all Obas must obey protocol. Go ahead to hang a Bora. The Bora will kill you on